Good afternoon. This is Jim Dedman and welcome to Sawlogs Plastic Hubs. Today's video is part 3 in a series of the spade drills. So what I did with this part is went back and made the rest of them, and I just put some clips together showing some of the processes and some of the material I used and hit the high spots, so to speak. There'll be a lot more lathe work because I thought that was more interesting, or at least it is to me, because of the material I was working with. So basically I'm just showing basically where I finished up the other 3 drills and made a quick stand and got them mounted to the wall, so everything's stored now. So all said and done, this has become a lot more involved project than I really thought it was going to be. So let me start out with one thing. Again, I want to thank my good friend in Alabama, Anthony Brown, for sending the spade drills and the care package up. I really appreciate it. And also, I want to thank you, the subscribers and viewers of my channel, who keep it for growing and for sitting down and watching today's video. So, with all that said, I want you to grab your chair, the easy chair, lean back, get that cold drink or a cup of coffee or whatever, prop your feet up, and peek over my shoulder while I sling a little steel and finish this project up so we get these drills so we can put them to use. So, no further ado, hey, let's get to machining. We'll speak to you here at the end. Second shaft I'm cutting to make the other one, and it's got a keyway, and I know I'm going to be able to machine it all out. The reason I'm doing it this way and using this material is almost like I've got long sticks of other stuff and I'm trying to use up shorter pieces. So that's the plan. Okay, this is a piece of shafting that I'm going to use that's out of a thread mill that Michael Hale gave me. And you know, I nailed a while back in another video. And the reason I chose to use this is I know this is good steel. I've got some 1 inch and 1 1/4 bars, all kind of different cold rolls. But I'm using this because A, I've got it, and I know this is probably a better grade of steel. And so right now I'm just shaping this side in. To just get it down to 1 diameter, then I can machine everything from it. This is really a little bigger than what I want, but I want my shafts to be a hair bit bigger than 1 inch for my Morse taper to work. So with that being said, I'm trying to, I didn't want to take an inch piece of stock. I've got some, but I'd rather just work with what I've got, use up some of this other material that I happen to have, you know, laying around here in my stock bin. And I know this, like I say, this has got to be a little better than 1018. I'm not really sure what it is, but I know we've annealed it out of that thread mill. So, that being said, that's what we're going to use to make these bodies with. I've got the other end of the shaft over our sawing now, and that's going to be for the smallest of the spades. Anthony actually gave me duplicates of the smaller spades. You just heard it hit the floor over there where it's sawed off. So now I have my other blank ready to work with. I'll bring you back. You don't need to see all this. This is the other for the smallest of the spade drill holder. I have two of the last 4 is 2 duplicates. Let me get my mouth right. So what I've done is, you notice I was sawing. This is the other end of that flywheel, the other end of the flywheel, the other end of the thread mill shaft that Michael gave me, that I annealed. Well, the reason I'm deciding to cut this keyway out and do this interrupted is this is the smallest diameter. So I'll have all that cut out, cleaned up, and I'm just recycling a piece of material. The pieces you see there is black's not going to really matter because all that's going to be machined off to cut the Morris tapers in when we set up to do that a lot later. So I thought I'd show a couple of cuts here while machining off the keyway, doing interrupted cut. Basically, I'm just, again, knowing that I've got it, but I can cut it down. Perfect use of this piece of material. So, let me show you. That's where we're at today. We're going to make us a quick stop. We basically have gotten, this is the one right here on the right's one I done the video, and these are the other spades for that, for the other ones. So now we'll end up milling and drilling the holes for them and such. I'll have to get some screws too, because those other ones going to take, one's take quarter 28 or like I did the other, and the other two will be different smaller sizes. So we're going to hang it up for the day, and this is a shop day. I'll do some milling, and I'll just kind of, what I'll do is sort of bring you along as we mill each one of them. And the idea of what I'm trying to do here is you'll notice some of these here with the more round is, you see that's where the chips, when these fit in there like this, will give us a little more chip toe, I'm hoping. Design feature, I'm saying. And this one here just don't have that much of a step, so kind of goofed a little on this one, so, but we'll get there. So once, see, the bottom part of the blanks are the taper. All right, looks like I got a robocall. I'll talk to you later. All right, I'm working on one of the smaller ones, and this is enough to give me heartburn because this is an 1/8 inch mill. And I'm afraid to break it. I'm only taking 30-40 thousandths passes just to be safe with that sucker. So it's something you just got to be careful with. I've got two of these that I need an 1/8, but I only have one 1/8 inch cutter in the house. So you know I've got the pucker factor definitely going with this. Okay, so what we have determined here is these smaller spade drills, I've just kind of got some screws out. So basically, I went to my local fastener place and I always like to have a few extra. And these are 4mm Allen screws. I had some. So that's what we've got. Obviously, I get them longer so I can cut them. I got a couple of 4mm taps because my taps are not that good. So now we got to figure out where to put the hole in it and all that. And the way I do it on this drill is I go ahead and I just measure the depth of the slot to the face. And I just use a pair of calipers and get them in there the best way I can. And so basically that slot there from the face, and this one here is let me make a note, is 410 thousandths. So that's to the bottom of it. And then I figure up on the drill where the screw is. I'll measure it and show you. When you're like me and metrically challenged, I bought a couple of 4mm taps. So because I don't know my metric stuff and I don't have metric charts, the engineer's black book comes right in handy. I just looked it up. So I have it says 3.5mm. I'm going to use a 3.5 so it won't tap as hard. I don't have on my set. I even got a 3mm or 3.5, so I'm going to go with the little bit bigger, not push the tap as hard. Now let's get set up in the mill. This is the way I've leveled them. Now, I'm not going to show you drilling and tapping every one of them, but this is the one I'm setting up on. I thought I'd go ahead and put it in the video that we're doing today. And this is kind of how I set the whole thing up, by laying it out and figuring it. So that's how I get my positions. So I'm just taking a parallel and put it in the slot, and then I just use my AccuMaster to level it. So now I'm knowing square. Fairly simple. And what I'm going to do is kind of show you a little bit of how I'm setting to do this up, and show you the advantage of the deal that Uchi had. And this is what I did in the last video. One of the things that's always fun is you got to be careful with the drill speeds. It does take about 200 thousandths off or so to get the finished dimension they're looking for at the end of the paper. We'll have to go back on every one of these parts and probably clean them a little bit. And the hardest part is trying to regulate the drill. Here we run out. So basically that's what we're going to be doing. A lot of passes to get that paper cut just like that. And the way I done it, I showed you in another video, I actually put a drill or something to some Morris paper and indicate it's what I said. Okay guys, this is where we're at. Is these now ready to go back to the mill and cut reliefs in them for chip reliefs. This is the one I've made in the other video, finished up. So that gives me what sounds like a set of 4 isn't a lot, but I mean these is, you know, let me just put it blunt, kind of apply. Through the generosity of my viewer Anthony Brown, I've got some spade drills, and in my shop that probably work. And as I look into this a little more and feel like I need larger holes, I may end up getting some more bits and just making some more. But at the present I'll have 4. He gave me 6 bits, but the other ones was duplicates. And all I like to do now is more or less just machine the slots in them, and we'll do that for you and go from there. I'm going to mill this one a little differently than I was doing these in the past. I've discovered that this is it's not a good setup. So what we're going to do is I just touched this thing and lined it up, and I can support it much better to mill it this way for my reliefs, especially these smaller drills. And actually all I'm doing is using the step that's in the part that's sort of like a place for it to rest against the chuck jaws. It doesn't have to be exact, and this will give me a good bit of relief. It should be enough. Hopefully everything will work for us. 3/8 mil, do it in one pass. Then we'll just flip it over and do the other side. I'm just going to mill to what looks good, and these are going to be a little deeper than the other ones, and the first one I did wasn't this deep, and I actually may put it back in, put a 1/2 inch mill or something in it to try to get a little more area on it. I'm not sure yet. I'm just eyeball lining it up to the slot, because all this is a chip relief anyway. Wherever I've stopped this at, I'll set a 0 and a DRO, so when I flip it to the other side, it'll be consistent. So that's going to be the one, and I'm just going to flip it over, mill the other side the same way. Let me show you the drills now that they're done. The smallest drill is a 47/64. You notice it's like this. It's got a taper on it. All these are MT3s, by the way. The next smallest drill is this 63/64s. Again, these are fairly good size, would be handy. And then the ones that I've been making, kind of showing in this video, this is a 1 1/64. And then the one that was in the two previous videos here that I've done is a 1 3/64. So that's what I've got with them. Seems like Bozo sometimes steps in. I calculated everything out and I thought that annular cutter would work. And actually what it is with the Morris taper, it's actually so far off that it won't. So what we're done is we've got to re-drill these things. And to re-drill them, what we're going to do is use a conventional drill bit, because that's all I've got, which I'm not a, and this is a 7/8 in aluminum, but we're just going to punch a hole, we're going to punch it out. We just turned it over to the other side. I'll just hold it up, put smaller holes, screw it up against whatever. I'm not a fan of doing it this way, but what choices do you have when you haven't got a lot of... The annular cutter is a lot nicer. It's not as near as much trouble, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. This is my quick little mount to hold my spade drills in. So now I got them where I can get to them. That's all that matters. They're stored now, and I can reach and get them as I need them. So that's the way they work. Have a good one. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the series. You stuck around for all 3 parts. Unfinished business. Anthony Brown, who provided me with spade drills in a care package. I greatly appreciate that, Anthony. It really made my day. And I'm going to say, I know you have your health issues and stuff you're constantly writing about. We're thinking and praying for you. Hopefully you get back in the shop. With that also being said, is I always tell everybody at the end of these videos, these are copyrighted productions of James Dedman Sawlogs Plastic Hubs. These videos are for your entertainment, education, and enjoyment on YouTube. You pick which one that fits you. Also, when you open the video up today, if it's still red in that place that says subscribe, you need to change that to being black. Subscriptions to my channel is a very painless experience. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no repercussions with emails or robocalls or anything like that. And you get to be a part of this growing family. And I really do appreciate you for doing that. Comments are always welcome. Jump in there, get to the comment section, and express your opinion. We all have opinions. Some of them are nicer than others, but we all have them. Feel free to comment. That's how I can interact with you, the viewers, a lot of times. A lot of my viewers are not in the local area, so I hardly ever get to meet them. So, so with us being kind of worldwide on our channel, this is the easiest way I have the comments, is to get back with you, and I try to answer them all. And I think if I don't tell you directly, I appreciate it in your comment. I do. So I really appreciate the comments. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed my presentation today. We finally got the drills done, so we've wrapped that up, and we can move on to some other things. There's a couple other ideas kicking around in the head, so we'll just see how they go. So with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and we will see you in that next video. Have a great day.